Day 243. And we coming up on some big days, some big dates. 245 is halfway through. Tuesday is the month of Shaban, and that's the month before Ramadan. And you kind of want to lock in before Ramadan get here so you be ready and in the mood for that, you know what I'm saying? And so that's Tuesday. And it's just flowing. I'm just thinking about how like everything is flowing with the channel and like how I started. And I know that inshallah I make it to this Ramadan. This gonna be like a different one. Cause I feel like 2026 is a whole different year in general anyway. It's a lot going on. The world is changing. The world has never been like this, according to like, you know what I'm saying, teachings. But it's never been this, everybody able to, you know what I'm saying, reach each other. AI, electric cars, you know, just all types of different technology and the way people interact. The world is just changing. It's changed from, especially when I was a kid, and of course when my mom was a kid, when her mom was, like, it's always gonna change. But it's like at this point, it's reached a different point that it'll probably nobody would have imagined. But I say all that to say, this is Project 555. So not only am I supposed to be, you know, working out, making sure I'm on my deen, praying 5 times, which I am. I'm doing both. But it's supposed to be making 5% in the market too. And I've been spending, trying to, you know what I'm saying, grow my channel. So of course I ain't been really having money to invest, but that shouldn't deteriorate me from letting y'all know the knowledge I have on certain plays, which is silver and gold. And like I said, when I said the world is changing, the two things that always kind of frequent in any time, you know what I'm saying, is hard minerals. I'm not sure why, but I know silver at the time is a big deal because it's basically used to make everything. I made a video, day 138, you could look at it, and it was about SLV, that's the Silver Trust. And at that time, it was at $43. $43, that in specific. And now, I think it's at like, if I'm not mistaken, hold on, I'll tell you, $81. And like, that's 69% the past 3 months. That was in October. So, you know, it kind of grew. It grew like $30, $33 for real. And however much money you would have put into it now, it would have had more than doubled your money. You know what I'm saying? Well, close to doubled your money. And like gold as well is at $422. And in that same period, it's grown like $60. And we don't know how the world gonna go or where it's gonna go. And we just kind of just along for the ride. So this is where you should put your money if you want it to be safe, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Not gamble it. This is a non-gambling type investment, but it's something that you just know is going to go up because everything is using it. And you can look up the tickers SLV and GLD. And I look at that like how when I box, that's your jab. Like them two right there is your jab. And you could do the SPY, the S&P 500 ETF, or Bitcoin and all that. All the new stuff and like new technologies like NVIDIA and all those is good growth companies, but at the end of the day, a good jab is what you really need to set things up. And like that's what I'm gonna be putting my money towards. And you know what I'm saying? We'll just keep checking in on that throughout this next year. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we halfway through, so took a break on it, but it's because of trying to pursue and do a lot of different things. And boxing do take up a lot of time, but it's not a problem. It's more so like you gotta combine all of them together. I got to. And it's just coming around to I got all the stuff that I need for boxing now. Like, of course, we gonna be going to fights, but like really just locking in, because that's part of my goal list too. My financial goals is to run it up. And I think this week is like the perfect time. Like when I said Shahaban starts Tuesday, Monday is MLK holiday, and that's basically the last kind of holiday that people take off work, you know what I'm saying, and take off the grind, or things is like slow down. And of course, like, you know, the next one is like Valentine's Day, but like that you don't take off work for that, and we don't celebrate holidays regardless. But in general, since I think now is the time to, like, you got no choice but to lock in further. And what better time to do it than to prep for Ramadan? So again, a lot more serious and dedicated to the whole content on the channel. And yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. Rest in peace, Giorgio Armani. And it's over.